We're excited to add to our range with this limited edition Pro range of multi-use brushes. We know you love our existing brushes, and these are next level. These are going to make things even more versatile, even easier for you to achieve the perfect look and the perfect finish. We have tested these with makeup artists, we've tested them on film sets, we've tested them on fashion weeks, and they are a winner. They're expertly made and handcrafted, and the handles are even made from an FSC-certified wood and a low VOC paint. So everything is in place for being as sustainable as they can. And of course, the fibers are a synthetic vegan fiber crafted expertly to mimic the function of natural animal fibers. You are going to love these. So let's take a look, and I'm going to show you why they're going to quickly become your new favorite tools. Cream powder brush is the perfect density for applying prep finish powder to the face. We're going to apply it as a prep powder, so smoothing it over clean, dry skin, and this will create a really grippy base and prime your face if you want extra longevity, extra matteness to your makeup. Buffing it in circular motions and creating a really smooth, velvety finish for the skin. Cream powder brush is a really densely packed, rounded, domed brush. It sits beautifully on the skin, it buffs really nicely into the skin, and it's got a nice little peak that helps to get you in around the corners of the nose really nicely. So it covers the entire area of the face and into the little corners too. Buff Diffuse is your new go-to all-rounder. This is going to help you diffuse in your concealer foundation, buff in your cheek lip tint, and it's a perfect on-the-go touch-up tool. I'm going to show you how easy it is to apply your concealer foundation with this brush. It's going to be quick, it's going to be easy, and all you need to do is buff this in to your face. I've used a little bit of a mix of serum primer and concealer foundation, and with a quick buff, you've got a really easy, seamless application. This really is a foolproof way to get your foundation on in a hurry, because we're all in a hurry these days. This is still allowing you to use the most minimal amount of product for maximum effect, giving you a perfectly diffused, natural, skin-like finish that is blurring and amazing looking. So there you have your perfect concealer foundation application that is perfectly blended. And now I want to show you my absolute favorite trick for cream powder brush. This is going to change the way you do things. This is going to bronze and contour at the same time in a split second. So I'm going to use a little bit of cheek lip tint Terra. This is our perfect bronzy shade, and you only need a tiny, tiny amount. So warming up on the back of your hand is really, really helpful. And then you can pick up a small amount from the back of your hand onto the brush, tiny, tiny amount. And what we're gonna do is just swipe it around the contours. So you've got an instant bronzy effect, and it's so easy, it's so quick. Go underneath the cheekbones. And the big fluffy dome is going to be perfect to just apply this seamlessly. So using a cream bronzer and a cream contour is going to melt this into your skin and stop it from looking like it's a bronzer on top of your skin. It blends it in with your skin, making it look hyper natural. Of course, we can go underneath the chin as well, a little bit down the neck if we want to. Buff Diffuse brush is also perfect for applying your cheek lip tint, and you can even pop it into the container if you want to, or decant a little bit onto the back of your hand. So a little bit on the brush, a little bit goes a long way, as with all of our products. And we're going to start from just between the base of the nose and the pupil. We're going to aim for there, and then we're going to blend up and out. So I'm using Pixie, cheek lip tint Pixie here, which is a beautiful blushy pink with a warm undertone. Our blend blur brush is a perfect little tool to get in around the eye area to use with your concealer foundation. So we're just going to pop that. If you don't want to use your fingers for your concealer foundation, or you want to touch up if you're in the car or on the run, you can use this little blend blur brush to blend and blur this in around the eye area and on top of the eye. So this will allow you to apply the most minimal amount of product for maximum effect. Just like everything we do, we don't want to see the product swiping onto the face. We just want to see the change that happens in the skin. I'm going to blend this across the lid, blurring as we do it. If you need to touch up throughout the day, or if you need to spot correct, this is a really good one, and it's so cute and tiny, so it fits nicely in your handbag. Another way to use this is for powdering around the eye area. So you can press this into the eye area, and this helps create a beautiful primer for your eye makeup. It also blurs any fine lines and sets your concealer foundation. So you can get right up underneath the eye, just look up. Pressing and rolling that in is great around the eye area. Always clean it thoroughly, clean and dry between your cream and powder products though, or you might find that you want two on hand, one for powder and one for cream. The density of this brush makes it perfect for hybrid eye pigments, but only when you want a really buffed out, diffused look across the lid, because it's nice and firm and blendy. You can use it in circular motions to create a beautiful wash of color, really soft wash of color across the lid. I've just used incense across the lid, and it creates a really beautiful wash of color. Then of course, because this is a cream powder brush, we can also use it to finish and set your foundation. So a swirl around the top of our prep finish powder, and then pressing and rolling it into the skin. This will help set your makeup and help to mattify and create extra longevity. Because it's got that beautiful domed shape, it rolls and presses amazingly. But I want to reiterate that between your cream and powder products, your brush needs to be clean and dry. Otherwise, you will be transferring excess product into your prep finish powder, which you want to avoid. And this pressing, rolling motion is perfect because you're not picking up the foundation underneath and putting it back into the pan. You're just depositing the powder from the brush onto the face, and you've set your makeup beautifully. Our eye and lip define brush is perfect for some precision around the eyes, and it's also the perfect lip brush because it's got its little cap to load up and go, take with you in your handbag. For eyes, you can get right underneath the eyes, apply with the sharper edge tip of the brush, and you can use it to smudge out and blend any eyeshadows or liners as well. Or use the flat edge to apply maximum pigment to the lids. So this is great to be able to get a really dense color payoff. So I'm still using incense, which I used earlier with our blend blur brush, but this is just a different application method with a firmer brush and a stronger pigment loading. Next, I'm gonna go to the lips. Always make sure that you clean it thoroughly between the eyes and the lips to avoid any cross-contamination and also any color transfer. You don't want your eye shade on your lips accidentally. So a good brush cleaner or wash in between uses. Something like Terra to create a beautiful lip line with this brush, and the sharp edge is going to let you precisely line the lips. Get a really sharp edge, or you can get a blended, blurred edge. It's up to you. And I'm gonna go in and pop in Pixie in the center of the lips, so we can use this to apply our lip shade and blend it into the liner. Or you can just use this on its own without a liner, of course. So there you have a really quick and easy way to apply your makeup with just 4 brushes. This new line of Pro limited edition multi-use brushes is going to change the way you apply your makeup.